Cinnamon raisin oatmeal, my favorite thing to have in the morning. So let's get started. First, we'll need some milk. You can use whatever milk you prefer. We'll need some oatmeal. These are just plain old-fashioned rolled oats. I wouldn't recommend using quick oats. We'll need ground cinnamon, ground allspice, ground nutmeg, and salt to balance everything out. We'll also need some vanilla extract. If you have vanilla bean, that's even better. Some raisins. You could also use apples or bananas. And some light brown sugar just to balance the spices. Also, this is optional, but if you want some honey or agave. Here are all of our ingredients together. And let's put everything together. You'll also need a small pot, a spatula, and measuring cups and spoons. To the small pot, you're going to add a cup of your preferred milk. We use organic milk, but you could definitely use almond or rice milk or whatever you prefer. Then you're going to add half a cup of oats. Then we're going to turn the stove on medium. Sorry, raisins are bad for you. To the pot, you're going to add a teaspoon of brown sugar, a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and a pinch of salt. If you don't like raisins, you could always add chopped up apples, or sometimes if I have any on hand, I will mash up a banana and mix that in as well. But if I do that, then I don't add any sugar. Next, you're going to add half a teaspoon of allspice and about half a teaspoon of nutmeg. And then I just add a whole teaspoon of cinnamon because I love cinnamon. But you can use as much as you'd like. After everything has been added, we're just going to stir to combine it all. And you want to make sure that all of your oats are evenly coated with the milk, and that's why it's important to use a small pan so that way the milk can cover all of the oats, because we want to make sure that they get thoroughly cooked through so that you can digest them. And so it just takes a lot of stirring. So as it's cooking, just keep an eye on it, and this is a great time to make some coffee. So we just have the Ninja coffee bar, and I'm just making a quick cup to go with my oatmeal. And I do use Starbucks coffee just because this is a whole lot cheaper than if I would go and buy a drink made by a barista at Starbucks. We love using the coffee bar, but it does take a minute to preheat, so just keep that in mind. While that's going, I'm going to go ahead and make my cream mixture. So I usually do about 3/4 of milk and then 1/4 of coffee creamer, and I'm slowly trying to wean myself away from sugary processed coffee creamer, so this is why I do it this way. And I'm just going to heat that in the microwave for a minute. Just ignore my dirty microwave, and we're going to remove that and shut the door and pretend like we didn't see that piece of dirt. And now we're going to froth the milk. This makes it super foamy and rich, and it is why I love using the Ninja coffee bar, because I don't know about you, but that is my favorite thing about Starbucks, is having foam. And then I'm just going to get out my coffee and I scoop the foam out, because if you pour it, then all the liquid that isn't froth will go in first. She literally will just wait for us to drop food. Now we're gonna go back to the oatmeal. So with oatmeal, you can just stop cooking it. Once the oats are tender, you can stop at any time. For thinner oatmeal, you want to take it off the burner sooner, but if you like thicker oatmeal like I do, then I leave it on for a little bit longer, and I just make sure to stir really good. And that's why it's important to use a rubber spatula so you can really scrape in there. Once you're happy with your oatmeal, you can go ahead and turn off the heat, and then we're just gonna scrape it into a bowl. And you can also get fancy with your toppings if you want to. You could add sliced bananas, you could add some cut up apples, whatever your favorite fruit is that kind of goes with the cinnamon flavors. I decided to add a few extra raisins and a little bit of agave syrup. Just remember at the end, if you want to add honey or something like that, we did put brown sugar in there, but if you want to go crazy with the honey, just exclude the brown sugar and you'll be good to go. Cinnamon raisin oatmeal is my favorite go-to breakfast. Try it out for yourself and let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching.